Good morning, everyone out there. I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. I am Karin Braxton, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here. We live here in Bozeman, part of the year, and part of the year in Florida. So let me see if I can find myself. It takes a few minutes for everyone to find us. Let me just see once we can. There we go. There we go. There, I don't know if we'll be able to see comments or not on my iPad. It seems like a little glitch in Facebook. I don't know. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good 4th of July. We did. It wasn't anything too eventful. We used to always have big parties, and we had a little barbecue. Our one son came, and his family came. Our other son has been sick. He has had like bronchitis, and so he's been sick. Anyway, so they did not come. But anyway, and then my cousin and her family came. They were at a ranch in eastern Montana, and they flew out of Bozeman, so they spent an afternoon and a dinner with us. So that was really fun, because I don't get to see her very seldom, maybe once a year. Anyway, we have a lot going on in Stampin' Up! Let me back up here a little bit. I'm a little bit close, so I'm sorry about that. I can't see, even though I have contacts in, I can't see very well. Starting tomorrow, we have a big sale. It's the 20% off on two-sided cardstock. Two-sided cardstock is a new product that Stampin' Up! Brought over from close to my heart when that company closed. They bought the rights for that, and it is... You know, quite honestly, I was thinking, I've used white core papers before, and I wasn't sure I was going to like this. Well, I started buying little combo packs to go with, like the turtle set or the camping set, and I really like it a lot. And now they offer all of the colors that we have in Stampin' Up! For example, this one is cloud cover, and I have an entire pack of it. And it's 12 by 12. One side, I'll show you this, how it's lighter. You see how that's a darker cloud cover, and this is the lighter. It's like a dipped cardstock, so it has a white center. And so you can see when you tear it, and it shows that white. You can sand on it. It is fun. I've done lots of sanding. And I have a project. I have a retreat coming up on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I have 14 ladies coming, 12 spending the night at my house, and 2 that are going home. I have from Colorado, Oklahoma, California, and from Montana. So that's this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And my husband's on a fishing trip up in British Columbia, so he's gone. So anyway, back to the two-tone cardstock. It is on page 77. You get their 12 by 12 sheets. They're beautiful, beautiful colors. And that is all on sale. It's 20% off starting tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So any orders. I'm not sure about the combo packs. I'm assuming it, but I'm not positive about that. We have not been told that. So anyway, 20% off starting tomorrow on that. Today we are going to be using things from the online exclusives. Remember, online exclusives are online only, and they're exclusive. It means we don't know if they're going to last a short time or if they're going to last a long time. For example, like the textured note dies, those fabulous dies, I hope they last forever. But they've been out for about 6 months, and so that's always sort of fun. I'm just going to check and see if I can see any. I cannot see comments on my iPad, but I can at least see myself. But I can see hearts. If you hearts, thumbs up, all those things. I cannot see comments here. So please tell us where you are coming in from. And I don't know what that is about. you know, Facebook changes things all the time, so I can't see, like, maybe the comments will start after a while. I see a lot of people on here. I see hearts coming, but I can't read the comments. So anyway, we are going to be using 2 sets today, and we're going to be doing 2 fancy folds. It's one of my favorites. I haven't done this for a while. I think I did it maybe a year ago. It's called a fancy accordion, and you can go back on YouTube and about a year ago, and I have a video from then also. But we're going to be using the Painterly, or the Perfectly Pears. I think it must be called Painterly Pear Suite, but it's Perfectly Pears bundle. And it's really a fabulous set. You're going to love it. It's one of the main sets, I think, in our online exclusive. The other one that we're going to be using today is the Spooky Halloween. Now, just so you know, we will not have any Halloween products in the holiday catalog that comes out in September. No Halloween there. So all the Halloween is here in the online exclusives. We have a couple of stamps, well, a couple of bundles, this one too. This one's called Fright Night. It's got a set of dies. So those 2 are the big Halloween. Then there's paper, and then there are some other Halloween things in with some of the sentiments. So that is what we're using. And I'll try to, all of this information today on the cards that we do after the video is over, it will appear right under the comments of the video. It takes me about 3 minutes. I already have it all typed up, and then I just post it on there. It takes me about an hour to put it on YouTube, so you can always, if you're watching later, be sure you subscribe, thumbs up, and ring the bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, be sure you set your notifications so that you know when I come to you. I come to you every Tuesday morning, most every Tuesday morning. Okay, I think we've got a lot to do, so let's see. I don't know why the comments do not work, but okay, I tapped on something now that I see Lisa's watching. Thanks for sharing, Lisa. Kurtz, Roz. Oh, yeah, Kelly. Thanks for sharing. Let's see if I can, I wonder if I can, hey, Kathy, thanks for watching. Coming to you from Bozeman. Okay, let's see if I can hit any buttons on my iPad to make it work. I don't know. Weird. So weird. I don't know what causes that. But anyway, at least I can see it on my phone, and they do come through, and I like to comment at night. Okay, let's turn the camera down, and I will show you some cards that they're both all current, and things you can buy right now. And then I'll get to the 2 videos, or the video with the 2 fun folds. Okay, let's turn the camera down. Close your eyes. There we go. Now, you've maybe seen this one before. This is the chocolate chip cookies. This is a current stamp and a punch bundle. And then we have a brand new one. It is a Merry Christmas one. It's got some cute little gingerbread. Alrighty. I don't know what's making me cough, but choked on my words. We are going to be using the Painterly Pears first. I'm going to gather that up. And I'm going to just grab a cough drop. This paper is so gorgeous. I'll show you that this is 12 by 12. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Okay. So there we go. This is all I have left of really 2 packs of paper because I did this in a swap. But this is the big 12 by 12, and we're going to be using this today. This other side is gorgeous too. It is just beautiful, beautiful paper. It's very real, photorealistic, I think. And there's the other side, Secret Sea. And then this pear one, this is all, everything can be die cut. For example, every single one of these can be die cut with the dies like that. And all these little pink, petal pink flowers there, there's a die for a small and for the pears. It's just really a super set. I love it when they have designer paper where we can die cut. What's on the other side? Let's see what's Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. This one is, I guess they have them all upside down. This one is Secret Sea. Again, it looks black almost, or navy, but it's Secret Sea is a new color we have. And the Darling Duckling. You know, I wasn't sure I'd like Darling Duckling, but it's just gorgeous with Timid Tiger and with Secret Sea. This one is, let's see, there's the other side. And this one, and you could order this now. So this is, and I'll have all the numbers for you. This was on the Mossy Meadow on the back of the reverse. Just a great set of papers for sure. Okay, let's bring in our products. And I have some, this is what we're going to be making today. It folds up like this. I'm going to bring this down now. Okay, so it's an accordion. It's a really easy, fun fold. Do you see how that works? And this is going to be part of a class. I have a class, a pear class, July 31st, and it's really getting close to being full. It's $38. I think I have maybe 3 openings left. There's DSP that's included, the gems, the cards, but this is one of the cards that will be included. And I'm going to show you that today. Here's the note. So that's July 31st. You can text me or email me if you want to be added to that list. I can send it. I can ship it to go, or it can be in person. So it's just a really fun card. Not hard at all. I love fun folds, but I don't like hard ones. I only like easy ones. So this could go on there like that. We'll see if we want that or not. Okay, so we're going to put that right there so I can look at that. Here's my shopping. Shop with me at karinscrafts.stampingup.net. That's where you can go to my online store. It's always good if I can always order for you also, but if you have your own, if you opt into the reward system, it's nice if you can get your own rewards. I love that new program. These are the gems that we're using, the low profile sparkle dots, and oh my goodness, girls, these are really, really flat. You can barely, you don't need extra postage with these for sure. They're just very smooth and very flat. Looks like we've got a shaded spruce, either, I don't know if that's Old Olive or Mossy Meadow, and then the yellow is probably Darling Duckling. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell us. It's just, sort of a yellow, but they're neat. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring in our let me see here. Got things piled on top of my scoreboard. This is my scoreboard. This is one of my favorite Stampin' Up tools. And we are going to start with a big piece of just a regular top folding card. It's 4 1/4 by 11. 4 1/4 by 11. Just take that away for a second. So it is really stuck down. There we go. Okay. 4, and so what we're going to, let me see what's here. There we have it. That's what I did. I had it upside down. Okay, there. We're gonna score this at 2 3/4, 2 3/4, and then 4 1/4, 7 1/4, and the last one is at 8 1/2. And I love being able to have these little markers. You don't have to use those, but I like them. I like that a lot about these. And then we're going to fold this up into an accordion like that. I like to have the larger one on the front and the skinny in the back. You don't have to. I have just the reverse of one of mine, but it doesn't make any difference. But it does with the paper measurement. So then you want to give it a really, this has to be bone folded really well to keep it crisp, both sides, like that. And there we have it. And that's our base. And then our cards are going to go, this is so easy. These are just 4 by 4, 4 inches by 4 inches. And you're going to be putting them on the front like this, putting one on the second one like that. And then you want to make sure that it goes, you know, you leave a border. So those are 4 by 4. And the back one is going to have this small one is 2 1/4 by 4. And that's going to go on the back like that. So let's put those on, and then we'll come to the next parts with all the different measurements. So let's do that first. Okay, I am going to add some adhesive right here on the spine. This part of the, whoop, now that one's empty. We'll grab another one. I've got several in front of me. Do you see how sometimes if it doesn't start, I just tap it on my silicone mat? That's what I do. And we're just going to put that on like that. Then our second one, I'm going to add that. So I'm going to add that right here. So I can actually put that adhesive right on there. We're going to leave a 1/4 inch margin. I'm just going to put it in. I want to make sure that it has a nice little edge right along when it's closed like that. So there we have it, like this. And now the last one is going to go right on there. So we're going to just take this. And that one I can actually, it's just as easy to put it on the white and then adhere it. It's just a little harder on camera to do this. Not hard though. It's quite easy. There we go. And those are the bones of our card base, just like that. And now we're going to put on our decorative paper. So these are going to be just a 1/4 inch smaller, and then this is the reverse. So I actually have 2 of these. We're going to put that one like right there, and this one. But first, we're going to stamp on it. We're going to do our stamping. Well, let's just go ahead and put this one on, because then we won't get it confused. Well, maybe I better not. Let's just set that aside for now. Let's do our stamping. That's going to go right there in case I make a mistake, in case we have to use it. So this, we're going to cut 2. I've already cut 2 at 2 3/4. Now remember, all the measurements will be available as soon as the video is over. Give me about 2 or 3 minutes. So we're going to stamp on here. We've got a little bit of white space. And let's see, let's bring our stamps in, stamps out. And let's see if we have enough room for a good friend. Well, we probably have enough room for a good friend. And what do we want to put? And then maybe a thank you, or we could do a hello. We could do thank you on the top, whatever you want. I think we'll do hello. Or hello friend. We'll do that, hello friend. And then we're going to use Mossy Meadow. Let's see how this works. Hello. We're going to stamp the hello in Mossy Meadow, like that. Just a beautiful font for this set. And let's see if we can do a friend right underneath it. I have to get my head. Taking a little bit of a chance. There we go. I couldn't see. I couldn't get really close because my whole head would have been in the video. Okay, that's done. And now let's do our, we need one more thing to stamp on, and that is we're going to stamp, and we're going to punch something. We're using the Modern Oval Punch. We're going to use that. And so we can do, this is just a scrap. I'm just using, I think I'll actually punch it first. So, because, there we go. You might want to stamp it first and then punch. But I know it's going to be a vertical, so a good friend is a gift. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment? There we go. I like that mixed font. They have some script and some just a regular, I don't know what kind of a font it is, but it's gorgeous, I think. So that's it for the stamping. Let's put that aside. And this is going to go on our card. We can put our card together now. So we're going to put our first one is going to be this hello friend on the front. Actually, I think we're going to start with this because I already have some sticky on here. So we better, just before I go any further, I think we better do that. And I don't think it makes any difference on this one, as long as you have a nice little border, like that. Now we're going to do this. We're going to put some adhesive on that. Okay. Now this designer paper is so pretty, I think. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you some swap cards too when we're finished with this before we go on to the next one. Okay, so we're almost done already. So now we're going to put this back panel, and we have a pink one right there, and it is 2 inches by 3 3/4. This is Petal Pink. And, oh, that's the one that's empty. We're going to just put, I think all of these are getting close to being empty. I should have checked a little better. Anyway, there we go. There's the pink, and then this is going to go on there like that. And we'll just put that on right away. We're just going to keep everything flat because this card has enough bulk just by folding it up like that. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Are those beautiful colors together? So there we have everything. You can either take a screenshot if you want, but you can wait until the end and then see everything all typed up also. There we go. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. There we have that part. Now we have to do a little bit of decorating. There's some neat die cuts. So we have a, I have a sprig here that I'm going to show you. I didn't do it on this card, but do you see what I did there? I did a sprig with some flowers, and we're going to do that again, but this time we're going to add a little color. I have a whole dish of little things I cut out. We have some dies that are in here. It's a really nice set of dies. There's a little die for that hello. I could have, what would be nice too is to pop up maybe one word and then and leave the other one flat. We also have these almost like hash marks. That's something we could use. And I have a little pear cut out. That's really pretty. And a big one. We're going to put a big one on the front. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to put a big pear over this other one. And then we have some flowers too. We need to do that. Let's see what's here. Oops. Let's see. Here we go. So what we're going to do now is take I'm going to take my little grid paper. Let me find my grid paper. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. We can just change it. You could die cut 2 whole branches, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add some, this is dark pecan pie. I'm just adding a little pecan pie to the stem. Just a little bit. And then there you have it. Isn't that slick? And another thing that comes in this, like that. And let's see, do I have any flowers? No, I don't have any flowers cut out. So let's see what's here. I do have some of these little flowers. I think I meant to cut out the, to die cut the paper, the flowers that are in the designer paper, but that's okay. That's what these are. I didn't do that but they're very pretty. But we'll use the ones that are die cut. So I think, and let's see what's here. We have to have a stem. Oh, I do have the flowers. They're right there. Right there. And where do we have the stem? I don't seem to have a stem here. I'm sure there's one here, but I can't find it. So I'm going to pop that up. Let's see what's here. Oh, it is really warm outside. I walked this morning. Oh my goodness. And it was hot already, and it's going to get up into the 80s. So I have some dimensionals on here like this. We're going to put those now on the front. You wouldn't have to. It's not necessary. Whoops. Yeah, things are falling. Now my dimensionals, there we go. We're going to put this on the front of our card like that. And we're going to put this, we need this stem. We're going to put this on with some Tombow glue. So I'm just going to take that with my reverse tweezers. I don't like to get my fingers full of glue, so that's how I like to hold it. I just hold it. It's good for ribbons also to use a reverse tweezers. We have one in our embossing kit. I think it's online. I'm not sure. I have one. I don't know where it is. I have several tweezers. Okay, I'm going to just keep this on the left side, and then I'm going to put a dimensional on those flowers. So we could use these other flowers too. I think we're going to use these because I like the white edge around them. So you're going to see that. And we can just pop them up like that and add a little bit of Winka Stella. Now I am missing the stem, so the stem looks like this. It looks, but I'll tell you what, I can always do that afterwards. So there's the stem. You can either put it behind the pear or on top of the pear. But we're going to add a little bit of Winka Stella and curve it around just like the pear looks a little bit curved. So there we go. And that's it. And now we just have to put something back here. We can either put one of these little pieces of grid, or we can put a cutout pear. Oh, there's my stem. We could even do both. There's the stem. I knew it was there. So we're going to take that stem and I'm going to just put a dimensional on each leaf. Sort of leave it loose. You don't want to. I'm going to put it on the front of my pear. So I'm going to just take those off real fast. I feel like I'm all fingers today. So I'm going to put this stem on like that. Here we go. And we could do that, or we can probably, I don't know. I think maybe it's overkill to have all that on there. We need enough room. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll just put a little bit of, somehow I think I've lost every single set of seals. Oh, I do have some sad news. We were just told today that the little paper snips, I love my paper snips. Stampin' Up! Has had a manufacturer, and that manufacturer is going out of business. So I think they're on low inventory. They're like $10. They are wonderfully pointed, very, very sharp. I have many pair of them. I would highly recommend getting another pair if you only have one pair. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on this. And we'll just put like this. There's just enough room for you to sign your name, or you could put a white mat on the back. And so that's what it looks like when it's opened up. Let's see, there's some beautiful ribbon that comes with this suite. It is gorgeous. Loved it. It ties beautifully. It's got gold in it. It's Mossy Meadow. It's really, really nice. But we're not going to use it. I don't know where we could probably use it right there, but I don't think we need it. What we do need are some of these gorgeous gems. And these gems are so flat. This whole card is fairly, I mean, I don't know. You might want to, quite odd. Honestly, I like to put an extra stamp on or a little more postage because I don't want it returned to me, or I don't want the people to pay for their own postage. So sometimes I will add extra stamps. There we go. We're going to put another one down here. We're going to put 2 on the front. We're going to put some on the back. I'm going to use these little tiny ones. They have large and small. They're so flat, I can barely get them up. They're really stuck down. We're going to put some dots right there. I'll tell you what, I've used a lot of these yellower ones already. There we go. And now we're going to put, we've got 1, 2, we've got 5. So we probably need to put 2 more on. I think we're going to put 7 altogether. I think we'll just put 1 right there. And another, odd numbers are always better. So we're going to keep it like that. And there is our card all finished. And I'll tell you what, these are not hard and they're beautiful, beautiful. There we have it. Once you have the measurements, it's easy. This needs a little bit of Wink of Stella. We'll put a little Wink of Stella on there, like that. Okay. And the other ones are just the same. This one I just put the hashtag marks right there, the grid, and this one I just put the pears. There's a little bit more room to write, but it folds up and it all goes into an envelope very easily. Let's see once. Just like this. It's quite flat. We didn't stamp anything, but we can do that later. Okay, that's our first card. Let me show you what inspired me to make these fancy accordion cards. I'll tell you what, I had a wonderful special over 4th of July. You could get 10, if you shopped with me and made either $50, $75, or $100 purchase, you would get 10 cards and red, white, and blue papers and gems, ribbons, whatever. Anyway, so I was going through cards, getting packs of 10, and I found this, and I love this Christmas card, and I've saved it. And I probably will save it again because it's a great pattern, and that's where I got the idea for doing this. I did this maybe a year and a half ago. Okay, the next one is going to be Halloween. And, I'm going to show you a couple other pair cards that I received as swap cards. These were, I don't know, these comments are funny. Okay, now I can see some there. Hey, thanks for sharing, Stacy. Hey, Carla from Wisconsin. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Linda. Hey, Roz. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, thanks for watching, Pam. Thanks for sharing, Carla and Pam. Oh, Levon, thanks for sharing. I see lots of comments now. Okay, here are some swap cards. This one uses that birch bark in the background. This one is stamped. The stamps are distinctive. They're really cool. Kim Williams. We're in a leader's swap. That's where these came from. This one is like a gatefold, only it's sort of an off-centered gatefold. And that is Janie Baker. She's in Idaho. We were on scooters and walkers one year at our backstage, and we met each other then. This one is Amy Rich. Pretty, just beautiful. They're all so different. This one was stamped with a couple, and probably added with some sponge daubing. This, hey Carla Wilson, I can't believe you're on here. Good to see you this morning. In Missouri. This one, let's see, that's Laura's. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this was one of my favorites. I'm going to case this one, copy and share everything. This one is Kelly Atchison. I just love this, and she did some embossing right there with a stylus, but a real simple card, but really cool. This one is a Amy Rich again, but look at this one. I haven't made one of these for a long, long time. One year when we were in Florida, when Terry and I were in Florida, I made a gazillion of these. I went to a class. This is probably 15 years ago. This one doesn't pull very easily. There we go. And I learned how to make these, but they're very time consuming, but they're really cool for sure. But anyway, she made 20 some of these, 21. We had to make 21, but isn't that neat? Anyway, that's the pear bundle, and that is available right now. I have some of the dies I already showed you they're on paper, but that is that bundle is, let me see once. It is Perfectly Pears bundle. It's the bundle is only $42.25, so it's a very reasonable bundle. The number is 166154, and the whole collection you get the ribbon, you get the gems, you get the paper, and it's only $73.75. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that is that one. Okay, now we're going to do a little Halloween. And this is what we're doing for that one. I know it's a little early to be doing Halloween, and I had no plan to do that. But I thought it's way, 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 way too early to do Halloween. But when I was starting to work on the pear card, I thought, oh, this Halloween paper would be neat. This is an online exclusive. Let me show you what it looks like. It's all 12 by 12. I'm going to just move this up a little bit. 12 by 12. This is all you get. I don't know. I only have one sheet of each out here. So these are all punchable. So you just punch them out. They're not stickers, but they're just punches. And I got this entire dish from the other sheet. So all of these are little punch outs from that sheet. So I better put that one in the little dish. Okay, and the other side is plain because you would just punch these out. And then there's this sheet, and the other side is the Timid Tiger. I love that Timid Tiger. Wasn't sure that I would. Here's another one with little candy. This one has sort of black and orange on the back. This one I think is really cool. I've got it upside down with the windows and the bats. It looks like an apartment building or something, and the other side is sort of white with Timid Tiger. I love that paper though. And then this one is sort of an interesting one. It's like labels, and you can stamp here. And then the other side is gray. There's lots of petunia pop in this. But this is the sheet that inspired me. So it's huge. And what I did first was I just cut it all according to the lines. Just cut it down so that you can make like one card per panel almost. And there's that. And then the other side is the petunia pop. So this is what we're going to use. Okay, so on this one, I used this panel to make this. Now, I obviously had to keep cutting it down until it was 3 3/4. So let's do our bones again. Let's get this is the stamp and the dies. The dies are here. They're like that. Really neat little haunted house. There's a label that's sort of cool. The stamps are photopolymer. There's a nice little fence and bats. I like this too. Happy Halloween. Don't worry, eat sweets. Happy Halloween, no tricks, all treats. Just really a nice set of stamps. The other Halloween one is this Fright Night, and these banners can be cut out with this. A really nice label. I haven't done anything with that one yet. But, okay, let's see. And then we have some gorgeous. These stickers are foam. They're really squishy, and they're sparkly. And they're called Shimmer Star Foam Stickers. So, thank you, Kathy, for watching. Anyway, it's just really a nice set for sure. Okay, and the ribbon. Oh, let me show you the ribbon. I've got things that stuck to my feet here. This ribbon is Petunia Pop, and it is sparkly. It can be used on so many things. I love it. It ties beautifully. Well, let me see if I can tie a bow here. Let's see. It ties beautifully. Just really soft and shimmery. You wouldn't have to use it for Halloween either, because it could be used with any flowers that have freesia or petunia. Really nice set. Okay, so our black is going to be, let me get all the pieces. There are a lot of pieces in this. Again, I scored it at 4 1/4 by 11. So it's just a regular length of the paper. It's 2 3/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/4, and 8 1/2. And I have that same measurement right there. Okay, I think the measurements are all the same, so we probably don't need that. Okay, so let's just put that aside. And here we go. This is going to be this one's going to be slightly different. So we've got some pieces. The freesia, I decided to use freesia instead of Petunia Pop. So we have to have 2 of these freesia ones. I don't know. I just did. I don't know why exactly I chose that. I guess because I liked the contrast with this, and I just liked. And then with this one, we can stamp on that lighter color. The petunia's a little bit dark. So anyway, we're going to do that. And then I've got some bats and things too, and things to work on. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all, though, is take our piece that I've been cutting down. So this is what I came up with. This is the one we're going to use today. So this one is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to just put it on one of our panels. So that's we've got a lot of going on here. Let's see, let's move this aside. Okay, this is going to be the second one. And that's going to go like this. So let's just move everything away. And when you're cutting, for example, like on this one, when you're cutting, you just want to keep sort of trimming. Let me show you what I mean. What I mean, like, if you want it to be 3 3/4, right now it is 4 inches. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this one, but I would just sort of slice like an 1/8 or so or 1/4 off. Just keep slicing until you just do a little bit at a time until you get to that 3 3/4. Now we're not quite there yet. It's not 4 anymore. There's my 3 3/4. So I think I can do that like that. You just keep turning it until you get that measurement that you want. So I want 3 3/4. I sort of like that little gable on there. I don't know. Let's see if we can get some of that. So you just trim it like that until you get the right size. There we go. And that's how I did that. And now that would work too. see once we can got all kinds of things dropping here. So we could do that one, or we could do this one. That's cute too. But I think we're gonna do the darker one like that. And so we're gonna do some stamping. We're gonna do a little ghost or a vampire. So we're gonna do all that first. We're gonna put this on. This is on our, so I'm gonna adhere this to the 4x4. There's that one. And now we're gonna do the second panel. These are fancy accordion. So that's one of the front pieces. And that's going on like that. Okay, those are that. And then our third piece is this one. This is the narrow 2 1/4 by 4. Now I think we better stamp first before we attach it in case we need to turn it over. So let's do that. Let's stamp. Let's get my foam mat out. And we're gonna do our stamping. So we will have that done. And we're gonna do a happy Halloween. We're gonna do that on a white. We're gonna use my black. This is my black Memento, and I've just reused my black ink refills on a white pad. So that's going to be happy Halloween on the white. So we're gonna punch this out. We're gonna stamp it with the black. Happy Halloween. I just love the way it stamps. It just, that foam pad makes a world of difference. Makes such a difference when we're stamping. The regular Memento black is a felt pad, so it's just sort of doesn't work. It's okay, but I like this better. And we're gonna put no tricks, all treats, like that. Clean it on my chamois. And let's see, we're gonna do, we gotta do some stamping of this little girl, this little witch. And we have some dies to cut her out. Maybe I better punch that out first. There's my punch. It's going to be a horizontal punch. We're gonna this is the modern day oval, really a nice one. Modern day oval. I don't know if it's in the catalog or if I think it's in the catalog. I'm not positive though, but it's a current stamp. So we have that. Now we're gonna do our little girl, and we're gonna ink her up, and she's a little girl witch. There we go, isn't that cute? And the little boy witch, or the little boy is a little vampire. So that's what that one looks like. Let's see, let's see what we have here now. We've got to color that, so close that up and put this away. Got some designer paper right there. Okay, let's put this together, and then we'll start doing our coloring. So we're gonna put this on the front. And bring down I hope you all had a good, relaxing 4th of July. It's really nice to have it on a Friday, wasn't it? I know our sons gave their employees extra time off, and that's always sort of nice. My husband loves to grill, and so we had a barbecue here. It's his favorite thing to do, except now he's on a boat trip, so he loves boating. I like to keep the edge like that, so you can, if you put it on too close to the edge, you won't have a very good edge there. So we want it to be sort of staggered like this. And now we're gonna put on our third panel. That goes on. We'll get all these pieces out of our way. Then we go. So I am almost ready for my retreat. I'm hoping and praying all the time that everyone stays healthy, that no one gets a cold or sick or flu or COVID. You know, it's always scary. And I always hope, I mean, I remember last year when I did this too, I really hoped and prayed my mother would make it through this and not get sick or die while we were doing the retreat. So anyway, it's just all these things to think about. I've got some die. I've got a fence die cut and some bats. I love the bats. They're sort of cool. The dies are like, let me look at it, show you this. It's connected, but two bats are on one. And then the other thing that's sort of fun, I don't know what you do with this, but it's really neat. This die cuts out this, and it's like a little book flap or something. It goes on, it looks like it goes on a card or something. I'm not sure how it all works. I haven't seen enough videos using it, but it's neat. Just not sure what we do with it. Anyway, that is that. And let's see, I think that's it. I've got enough things here to make another card for sure. Put those away. I'm finding bats on the floor. And let's put those things away. That's an online exclusive. And it is that stamp. And remember I said that the, where is that one? Oh, here it is, down here on the bottom. It is the Spooky Halloween bundle. The number, it's $45 for the bundle. The number is 166199 and includes the ribbon, the sparkly foam things, that stamps, the dies, and these treat bags. I didn't bring those out. And it's just really, I think, a good deal for sure. Okay, let's put some pieces on here. Where did my little dish of parts and pieces go? Don't know. What did we do with it here? It was right in front of me. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to the haunted house. Did you all see what I did with the dish of pieces? What did I do with that? They're not here. They're not, here it is. They're in an envelope. They're not in a plastic container. That's why I couldn't find them. And then we have some blends that we're going to be coloring with, but let's do some gluing. A little combo out here. This is so cute, I think. We're gonna put our Happy Halloween on first. We're gonna put this all, you don't want to put it on the edge because then it would show. So you want to open it up and keep it to the left like that. And then we're gonna put our haunted house. It's very cute, actually. Really some nice detail. We're gonna put that right there. And hopefully that's all gonna cover, yep. Just like that. And then we have a fence. I'm just gonna, you could also use the fence that's on the designer paper. That would be easier than die cutting, but I just think this is sort of cool. I'm just touching it, touching very lightly with that. And then we're gonna put this on the bottom, like that. And we're gonna put a bat. We're gonna put one of those on, oops, right there. And the other one we're gonna pop up on the front with our little girl. And there we go. So what I did on the first card, I put the actual designer paper. I didn't use the fence die cut. But now we're going to do some coloring. Okay, and we're going to get, I'm going to keep this aside so I don't lose it. We're going to bring this in. We're going to do a little bit of coloring. We've got some freesia. I'm going to just color a little bit of it to show you, give you an example. And so You can color her shirt. So I just sort of, I'm not doing any kind of shading. I just covered up her paw. Should have done that one first. You want to do the paws with sort of a crumb cake. Still, it'll be fine. And you can do her ears and everything else like that. And I would just I'd leave that just, you don't have to do anything it's quite fast, quite forgiving. It's easy coloring. There we go. And her tail, like that. And I left this part, this open. I'm going to add a little bit of pink on her ears and her nose, like that. A little bit of pink. And I'm going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella on that white, this part, like that. And then we're going to put a timid tiger. There's dark and light, and let's see, I'm going to outline it we're going to do her stockings. I'm going to do her shoes, like that. And we're going to do let's see what's we're going to put her skirt. Anyway, you get the gist of this. Is quite easy, not hard at all. So I never thought I was going to be doing Halloween this early, but anyway, this is the only, I forgot her sleeve. And this is when the Halloween is coming out, right now. So if you are a person who likes Halloween, look at the online exclusives because they're here right now. And later in October or September, when you want to do some Halloween crafting, it might not be available. Who knows? And by the magic of TV, I have this all die cut already, just like that. And we'll save that one. I have some dimensionals on the back already. I'll take those off. And, oops. Get these. There we go. And now our card is almost finished. We're going to put this little girl on. I like that little, we could put it right there, I think. I think that's what we'll do. That way we can still see the little cat and the bird and the pumpkin. And then we have a little bat that we're going to put on. I don't know. I think we're going to put it on with Tombow. Oops. And we're going to put that right up here by the window. There we go. And we have a little broom. And I actually just, I cut it out with yellow, and then I just took a black Sharpie and did that broom, and that's going to be for her hand, like that. Let me put a little bit of Tombow on there. You could pop that up. Popping it up would probably been better, but we'll just do it this way, like that. It would be nice to pop that little bottom part up, but you get the gist of it. And now let's see what we have. I don't know if there's any place we could put a bow, but because it sort of is overpowering, I think, for that small figure. But let's put some gems on for sure. And we could either do the purple or we could do black. I sort of like the black just because we've got a lot of accents here. So we're going to put, let's see once. We're going to put some black here. We'll put one right there. I'm going to put another one there. Third one right there. 3 of those. And then over here, I think we can add another little one. Well, there are actually 3 sizes and a little bitty one right down here. There we go. So we've got 5, and those show just like that. And there we have it. Now, if you enjoyed this, please thumbs up, share, hearts, all those things. Facebook, I like it when you do that, and Facebook likes it for sure. And there we have that card. And here is the other one that I made ahead of time. So that's the little vampire boy. And then the little witch one. Which one do you like? Which do you like better? The witch or the little vampire? Which one do you like better of those two? Isn't that a fun fancy fold? Now this is a swap card with the same set. This one is a friend of mine, Janice Whiteman. She lives in Illinois. Isn't that cute? No tricks, all treats. It's little. That's one of the punch outs. And these are all punch outs, and that's one of those labels. I think that's really a good one. Janice and I we met in Elite Mastermind with Rhonda Wade, so I really enjoyed getting to know her. She has quite a nice business in Illinois. Don't worry, eat sweets, boo. Isn't that's cut out with those new alphabet we have? This one is, who is this? Kay Cogbill in Arkansas. And that's cute too. Those are the only 2 Halloween cards that I have. But which is your favorite, the witch or the vampire? You like both. Yeah, they are cute. I think they're really fun. The paper's neat. Okay, let's turn the camera up. Close your eyes. And there we go. Don't forget about the sale coming on tomorrow. The 2-tone paper sale, 20% off, 3 days only. So that's really fun. Let's see if we can find some more comments. You like the witch, Jan? They're both so cute. You both adorable. Love that fun fold. Yes, Stacy, it is a easy fun fold. And I think I'm going to hold on to those Christmas cards because they were really good inspiration. And that video is about a year old or a year and a quarter or something. So you can go back on YouTube. My YouTube channel is under Karin Summer is my maiden name, Sommer Braxton, Karin Summer Braxton. You can go back, and that's where all the videos are saved, because Facebook no longer saves them for more than a month. So that is, they just vanish. They disappear after a month's time. That's it for today. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you following along. Have a great day. Hope you can stay out of the heat. And our prayers go up to all the people in Texas. Oh, my word. That is the most devastating thing. So prayers for all those families that have lost children and have lost other family members. Anyway, that would be just great to keep sending prayers for all of those people. Alrighty, and send some prayers for us for this retreat to go well. So it's always I always feel a little nervous about it, but I'm hoping it goes well and everyone stays healthy. Alrighty, everyone, thanks so much. I'll see you next Tuesday. Alrighty, bye-bye. Have a great day.